my dear friends. How are you? All of you are doing well, I believe. Welcome back to your channel of learning mathematics. Today, as mentioned, we will be starting off with a new topic. That's the conic sections. Don't be scared with the introduction of the new topic, conic sections under geometry section, two-dimensional geometry. So this is of course very simple. It's not the geometry that we had in class 9, 10 and all. Of course, that was also not difficult. All it needed was a little bit of practice. So definitely, but these are more interesting topics. So you are really going to enjoy these topics. If you study, if you start right from the beginning and then if you study systematically, then these topics are more interesting than the algebra portions. So you're going to enjoy this. Get the topic, the concept correct right from the beginning. So this topic's beginning is the main part, and then you have to be really systematic in the way you study. And all it requires is a little bit of concept and a lot of common sense. Presence of mind would be required. So if you have that, definitely, and I believe you have that, so definitely this is going to be very easy for you. So don't worry about that. So we will be starting off with the conic sections. Now, the introduction to the conic sections, I thought of doing that together now here, but the introduction, the discussion of the topic, conic sections, how the circles, parabolas, hyperbolas, ellipse are a part of the topic conic section. That of course I will be doing a separate video for that, and I'll be uploading it very soon, the introduction, so that you don't waste time in the introduction part. So that's why here today we will straight away go to chapter 11, that's circles, the first exercise, circles. So as I mentioned, introduction to conic sections, how are these four curves, we will be studying these four curves, circles, parabola, hyperbola and ellipse form a part of a cone. That's why it's called conic sections. Those introduction topics will be discussed in a separate video and uploaded for you very soon, within a day or two. So you can check out those videos once it is uploaded. So whenever you get time, you can check out those videos. So today, as mentioned, we will straight away jump to the topic. So as per the syllabus for class 11, we will be discussing these four main topics: circles, parabola, hyperbola and ellipse. Now of course, two of the curves have been reduced for this current year pandemic syllabus, especially this parabola, hyperbola. This has been reduced, but definitely I'll be doing videos on all these four topics, because the thing is that when you go to class 12, these topics become an integral part of derivatives. Not only derivatives, these topics become an integral part of mathematics. So in class 12, if we do not study this now, then in class 12, definitely we will be having problems. So for the examination point of view, of course, we'll be focusing on circles and ellipse. Only two curves this time, so that makes your job a lot more easier to study also. Hyperbola and parabola, as mentioned, I will be bringing out videos. So maybe after the exams, when you have maybe a week, two of off time, once you do your exams well, of course, you can check out those videos and learn from those videos, because that these two topics are also going to be very, I mentioned again, very important. All right, very important for the syllabus of class 12. So that also would be required. Now anyway, let's straight jump to the point. That is, we'll first discuss circles. As I mentioned, conic sections, class 11 syllabus, we have four curves to be discussed, that is circles, parabola, hyperbola and ellipse. So first up, we'll be discussing circles. Now before that, as we all know, linear equations in 2, 3 variables, 1, 2, 3 variables, and all linear equations of course will always represent straight lines. So here we'll be doing of higher order, that is about curves. So any equation of the order 2 and above, 2 and of power 2 and above would represent a curve. Alright, would represent a curve. Now curves, normally, I'll just stick to within the class 11 syllabus, are four types: circles, parabola, hyperbola and ellipse. Now, this is the basic definition of a circle that I've written it for you. I believe you have brought your pen, paper, everything. I believe you have come ready to study here. So I hope some of you must have already noted down this. So most of the times we know, or most of us, we know what is a circle, but all of a sudden somebody tells you to define, okay, explain or define what is a circle. That's the time when we are one left wondering what exactly is a circle, how do we put it in the form of a definition. So that's why these things are also good to know. So a circle is the set of all points in a plane which are at a constant distance from a fixed point in the plane. The fixed point is called the center, and the fixed constant distance is called the radius of the circle. So that I believe all of us we know. So I hope that you've written it down. Now I'll just rub it off now then. Alright, now moving on to circles, we'll straight away go to circles. As mentioned, definition is already given to you. What do we mean by circles? Now, for straight lines also, in chapter 10 you will see different forms of equations of straight lines. So for circles also we will study with the standard forms. Now of course all these different conditions, different forms, these are all tools that are given to you based on different conditions, different set of conditions, so that you will be better equipped to find out the equations of a circle. Equation of circle, curves, parabolas, straight lines with any condition that is given to you. So that's why you have so many theorems. So don't be messed up, confused with all those theorems. You'll be using those theorems depending on the conditions. Alright, so now for circles, let's start with the standard equation of a circle. How do we really represent a circle in the mathematical form, not in the graphical in terms of diagram, but in the mathematical form. So you can write down, you can get ready, equation of a circle in standard form. Equation of a circle in standard form. Equation of a circle in standard form. So the equation of a circle in standard form, with radius, let's say with center, I'll stick to the NCERT syllabus, NCERT textbook, okay, with center HK and radius r is given by x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. This is the standard equation of a circle. Good evening. Good to see that many of you have come to attend the classes. So I'm very encouraged to see so many of you attending the classes. So let's get back to business. This is the standard form of the equation of a circle with center given as HK. Letters can change, okay, with different textbooks, letters can be different, so we're not really worried about the letters here. And radius r will be equal to x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square. Alright, now with this concept, of course, we can also use, this equation can also be used to find out the radius of a circle also. That means if you're supposed to find out the radius, then r will be simply root over of x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square. In case the center is given and then you're just told to find out the radius. So in that case, you can just use the standard equation also to find out the radius. Alright? Written? Okay, now special condition. Just write down here a small special condition. In short, only we'll just go quickly about our business. If the center is the origin, that means if the center, I'll just straight away write down here. If the center is the origin, I'll just write here. If the center is the origin, if the center is the origin and radius, of course, r, then how do we write our standard equation? So in that case, how will this equation respond? It is going to be x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square equal to r square. So that will give us x square plus y square is equal to r square. So this is also another standard equation whose center is at the origin. So in class 12 mathematics, you will come across equations in application of derivatives, area of bounded regions, integration and all. You will be coming across equations like this, x square plus y square equal to 9 or any constant value. So there you have to be ready to identify that, okay, this represents a circle, because that knowledge will be really required for us. So that's why as I was telling you right in the beginning of the class, that this chapter is very important for keeping in mind class 12 also. Okay, so do not miss out this chapter, especially this chapter, curves, because application of derivatives, Integration, application of integrals also. This chapter is very important. So this is the equation of a circle in standard form with center HK, radius R, and a special case, if the center is lying in the origin, then it's going to be x square plus y square equal to r square. With the help of this equation, of course, standard equation, we can also derive the equation for finding out the radius. If the center is given, then that will be just root over of the standard equation. X minus h square plus y minus k whole square. Alright? Okay. Now we have another equation, okay, that is not mentioned in the NCERT textbook, but I will be giving it to you. Okay, I will be introducing that to you. But some more theorems are there, so you can start noting down those theorems. You can start noting down this theorem. This will come in handy, okay, for you in the future. So you can note down the equation of a circle. The equation of a circle. You can start writing down the equation of a circle described on the line joining A, x1, y1, and B, x2, y2, and B, x2, y2 as a diameter, as the diameter is given by that means how to describe the equation of a circle whose end points of the diameters are given as A and B. Then in this case, you can easily find out the equation of a circle by the equation that I'll be giving you, that is x minus x1, x into x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 equal to 0. So sometimes what happens is, like, the center may not be given to us, radius also may not be given to us, but the end points of a diameter might be given to us. So in that case also, we can use this equation. Of course, you can use other forms also, definitely, but you can use this equation straight away. Done? Okay? Alright. I'll be giving you some more theorems. All this are going to be really helpful for us. Now let's see, as we have just done, standard equation already done. So now let's go for the general equation of a circle. General equation of a circle. I'll tell you about this. What is the difference between standard equation and general equation of a circle? But let's first write down. So the general equation of a circle, I'll just skip the words. The general equation of a circle is given by x square plus y square plus twice of g into x plus twice of f into y plus c equal to 0, whose center, so this time the center is explained by minus g minus f, and radius will be given by root over of g square plus f square minus c. This is the general equation of a circle. Previously, we learned the standard form of the equation of a circle. This is the general form of the equation of a circle. I'll tell you exactly what is the difference. There's not much difference, of course, so don't be confused. What is that standard form and what is the general form? Don't be confused. I'll tell you now. It's not confusing at all. But please write it down. After that, I'll tell you the difference. Okay, now the difference is, there is no difference. Okay, there is no difference. But what is this standard form? What is this general form? is the fact that, see, so, as we've just seen, the standard equation, I'll just write here. Standard equation was x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square. Now, if the center was, let's say, 1, 2, and radius, let's say, 3. I'll just take some small numbers. So if the center was hk, that is 1, 2, and radius as 3, then how will this equation look like? Then in that case, it's going to be x minus 1 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square is equal to 3 square. And then if we just simplify and solve, then we will end up, I've solved it before for you, so we are going to end up getting, if we just expand this and solve, we are going to get x square plus y square minus 2x, just to save some time I solved it, minus 4y minus 4 equal to 0. If we just expand and simplify this, you will get this kind of an equation. X square plus y square minus 2x minus 4y minus 4 equal to 0. So that means this is the standard equation, and then once you have the center and the radius, you expand, you will be getting an equation of this form. But sometimes what happens is, instead of giving you this standard form, they will tell you to identify the center and the radius in the, let's say, expanded form of the standard form, this form. So if you do not happen to know the general form, then you will be left wondering, okay, what exactly this equation represents, which curve does it represent? That's where it comes in handy, knowing having the knowledge of general form. So what is general form? In simple words, I'll tell you. General form is nothing. It is just the expanded form of the standard form only. Something like that. They are actually the same. Yes, of course, letters have slightly changed because we have just used some slight letters so that the equation will be balanced. So according to that, now the center becomes minus of g and minus of f, and radius becomes g square plus f square minus c. Alright, so I hope that there is no confusion there. Right, what is the general form? It is nothing but the expanded form of the standard form only, because what happens is sometimes the equation of a circle that they give you to identify might be in the standard form. And from there you will have to, identify the center and the radius. Alright, but sometimes what will happen again is, instead of the standard form, they will just end up giving you the general form. They will just end up giving you the general form, and from the general form, they will tell you to identify the center and the radius. Alright, so it's good that if we have a knowledge of both of this. Otherwise, if you do not happen to have the knowledge of general form, good evening, sir. This is for the NBSE board, but of course it is in alignment with the CBSE board only. We are also using the NCERT textbooks only. Okay, getting back to business. So as I was telling you, this is the standard form, this is the general form. Now, if we happen to know the equation of the general form, then it becomes very easy for us just to identify the center and the radius. Otherwise, for any person who doesn't have the knowledge of the general form, what he will have to do is, once the general form is given, he will have to spend some time converting this general form into the standard form, after which only, what will happen is, after which only he will be able to identify the center and the radius. So that's the advantage of having a knowledge of the general form. So standard form, general form, there's no difference at all. They are just the same, just that the general form is the expanded form. Alright, so don't be confused, my dear students. With that, I hope that's fine. Alright, now some special cases or some special conditions with respect to this general form. We will learn a lot of things. We'll be learning a lot of things with the help of this general form. Alright, now is it done? I'm going to rub it off now. The center, this written, right? Okay. Now there are some conditions, that is note. You can write it as a note or some important pointers. Number one, what was the radius? The radius was, let's not forget the radius. The radius, using the general form, the radius equation was given by, I believe you will have it in your notebook. So g square root over of g square plus f square minus c. Now, if the value of this term g square plus f square minus c, if the value of this term happens to be 0, then in that case what will be the radius? Radius will be root over of 0. That means radius becomes 0. So in that case what will happen? Yes, most of us will definitely say that, okay, so in that case there is no circle because the radius is 0. No, let's not talk like that. Let's talk more mathematically, technically, because what happens is if radius is 0, then it will represent a circle. It represents a special case of a circle because, for example, one dot. Now a dot also is a representation of a circle only, isn't it? So that with radius, let's say approximately very, very small, so that's approximately 0. So if the value of g square plus f square minus c is 0, then we are not going to proceed to state that no, there will not be, the radius will not exist. Alright, we will continue to mention that the above equation represents a point circle. So if the value of g square plus f square minus c equal to 0, then the given equation will represent a point circle. Alright, now when will the radius not exist? Only if, second case, only if the value of g square plus f square minus c is less than 0. Because if this value is less than 0, what will happen is the value of the radius will be root over of a negative value. Less than 0 means negative value. So we know that this, from complex numbers, we have already learned that this represents an imaginary number. So in that case, in this case only, will not represent a circle. So in that case only, it will not be representing a circle. Written? Okay. Alright, now you can just write some more notes again, like let's say remark, or let's write remark. Regarding the equation of a circle. So if this is the general equation of a circle, then first pointer, the first remark is every equation of a circle should be of second degree. That means it is a second degree. It is a second degree equation. It should be. It is a second degree equation in x and y. So only a second degree equation in x and y shall represent a circle. You can see that it's a second degree, 2, 2. You don't have third degree or fourth degree here. Alright, second point. Second point is every general equation should not, it contains no term of x into y. That means every general equation should not contain any term that has xy. You will see that there is no xy here. So if you're, after simplifying, if you're getting a term containing xy, then that means you have done something wrong. That means you're doing something wrong there. Alright, so that is one way to assure ourselves that the equation that we have got is correct. And the third pointer is, no matter how you solve it, no matter what the equation that you get, you always have to see to it that once it is simplified, once the equation is derived, coefficient of, you'll have to check that coefficient of x square should be equal to coefficient of y square. The coefficient of x square should be equal to coefficient of y square. You will see here the coefficient of x square and coefficient of y square are same, aren't they? It's 1, it's 1. Not that it should be 1 after it is simplified. For comparison, of course, it should be 1. For comparing and then finding out the radius and the center, it has to be 1. But if you go on to solve just the and find just the equation, then in that case you have to see to it that the coefficient of x squared should be equal to coefficient of y squared. That means after simplification, if the coefficient of x squared is 3, then you have to also see to it that the coefficient of y squared is also 3. So 3x squared plus 3y squared. Something like that. Okay, so the coefficients should be same. Alright, fine then. So these were some basic knowledge regarding circles. So now we are equipped with the standard equation of a circle, how to find out the radius, special case regarding the origin, if the center lies at the origin, and then we also have a knowledge now regarding the general equation of a circle. So time to get back to the exercise. So let's begin with the exercise. You can flip your textbook pages. Let's go straight to the exercise now. Exercise 11.1. Let's see how many problems we can solve today. Exercise 11.1. Question number 1. So the question number 1 states, in each of the following exercises 1 to 5, find the equation of the circle with number 1, center 0, 2 and radius 2 and radius 2. So let's make the most of the equations that we have learned so far. So we'll start with a standard equation. So let's say we know that the standard equation of a circle with center hk and radius r is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. So what is the center given here? 0 and 2. So let's use that. So that's x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square equal to radius is 2. So let's simplify this. That's simply x square plus y square minus 4y plus 4 is equal to 4. So 4. So ultimately we will have x square plus y square minus 4y is equal to 0. So this is the equation of a circle, x square plus y square minus 4y equal to 0. So this represents the equation of a circle whose center is 0, 2 and radius are equal to 2. So as you can see here, ultimately once we have the equation, definitely you see we started with the standard form, we simplified, we expanded, ultimately where do we end up? We end up with the general form of an equation only. Alright, I hope you're getting the point now. So let's do a small verification, that is C, by the 3 remarks that I gave you. So first remark was it should be a second degree equation in x and y. So definitely it's a second degree equation in x and y, so no problem. Second condition was there should not be any terms containing x, y. We don't have, fine. And finally the last one, the coefficient of x square and y square should be same. They are same, so that means until unless you've done some addition and subtraction mistake, this equation is fine. Alright, okay, let's go to the second equation. So I'll just rub this part. So the second question is center is given us minus 2, 3 and the radius is given us 4. And radius is given us 4. So let's just continue since we have already done this. So x minus 2, so minus class 11th standard, so I'm sure that you will be able to manage this, minus plus, y, instead of here, just to save some line, I'll do it here, just to save some space. So that's x plus 2, y minus 3, and radius is 4 squared. So that's going to be x squared plus 4x plus 4 plus y square minus 6y plus 9 is equal to 16. So simplifying, x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y. So if we just simplify this, 4 plus 9, 13. 13, 16 comes here, minus 16, so that's going to be minus 3. Minus 3 equal to 0. So x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y minus 3 equal to 0. So this looks more of the general equation. The first one, since the center was lying on the x-axis, y-axis, our x-coordinate was not there. Alright, okay, let's go to the third question, number 3. So for the third question, the center is 1 by 2, 1 by 4. Center given is 1 by 2, 1 by 4. And the radius that is given to us is 1 by 12. So let's just simplify. That's 1 by 2, 1 by 4. And radius is 1 by 12. Chalo, let's simplify. That's going to be x square minus 2 into x into 1 by 2. So 2, so that's going to be x plus 1 by 4 plus y square minus 1 by 2y plus 1 by 16 equal to 1 by 144. Y 1 by 4, y by 2. Let's solve this. X square plus y square minus x minus 1 by 2y. This will be 1 by 4 plus 1 by 16 minus 1 by 144 is equal to 0. So ultimately I'll have to rub this off. Chalo, it will require now some simplification. Okay, so that's x square plus y square minus x minus 1 by 2y. Okay, let's solve this. 4, 16, 144. What shall be the LCM? 4, 16, 144. So 4, 1, 4, 4, 3s are 12. 34 and 24, 6, 4, 1, 9. So 4, 4 is 16, 16, 9, 54, 5, 11, 144. Okay, 144. So 4 into 36, 16 into 9, minus 1 is equal to 0. That's x square plus y square minus x minus 1 by 2y plus, so 36 plus 9, 45, 44. So we can just solve 44 by 144, 11, 36. So that's 11 by 36 is equal to 0. So we can have a common LCM straight away. 36, so that's 36 x square plus 36 y square minus 36x minus 18y plus 1 is equal to 11 equal to 0. That's 36 x square plus 36 y square minus 36x minus 18y plus 11 is equal to 0. So 36x square plus 36y square minus 36x minus 18y plus 11 equal to 0. So ultimately you can see that the coefficients of x square and y square are same, 36, 36, second order degree equation, and no terms containing x and y. So until unless we do some mistakes with our addition and subtraction, the equation is in the general form, represents the general form of a circle. Alright, okay. Let's go to number 4 then. same stuff. Question number 4. So this time I will do straight away then. Number 4. I'll just go straight. Center is given. Since we already, okay, let me just write down in case some of you didn't bring your textbook. This time the center is given. It'll be 1, 1. And radius, center 1, 1, and radius given as root over of 2. So let's straight go to the equation. X minus 1 whole square, y minus 1 whole square equal to root 2 whole square. That is x square minus 2x plus 1 plus y square minus 2y plus 1 equal to 2. So x square plus y square minus 2x minus 2y plus 2 equal to 2 x square plus y square minus 2x minus 2y is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. X square plus y square minus 2x minus 2y equal to 0. Oh yeah? Simple equation. Those are done. Let's get ready with number 5. Chalo. Center is given minus a minus b. Number 5. Radius is given root over of a square minus b square. Square root of a square minus b square. Chalo, let's straight go to the equation. That's x minus minus plus a, y minus minus plus b, root over of a square minus b square, so it's r square. So that's x square plus twice of ax plus a square plus y square plus twice of by plus b square is equal to a square minus b square. Take to a square, x square plus y square plus 2ax plus 2by plus b square, that's 2b square is equal to 0. Simple equation, even though the equation was looking, wow, how much. Some of you, maybe immediately after looking at the equation, some of you must have already thought that, oh, this is going to be a tough equation. Center minus a minus b, radius root over of a square minus b square. Oh, this is going to be a tough question. How are we going to solve? That's why I have told you before also, like never go for the looks. Looks can be very deceptive. Never judge a book by its cover. So as you can see, nothing much. Done? Alright, let's go now to the next set of questions. Number 6 onwards. Sanat, are you there? Yeah, fine, good. Question number 6. Some of you must be thinking, why only Snap? Because he's one of the most regular students. Hilal also. Good evening. Hilal, are you there? Y minus 3 whole square. Shubhamilla, I guess she's also there. 36. Oh, Hilal also there. So all the regular students, good to see, because some of you never miss any classes, so that's really very encouraging. Okay, fine. Question number 6. Yes, now the only question is favorite lyrics songs is even me. Yeah, the thing is that some of you I can identify your names because the way you've written the names, since you're quite regular. Some I still cannot get a hold. Favorite lyrics songs, so that's when it becomes quite difficult for me to remember the names because you have used some. I mean, you have not used your normal. How do I say? I'm not saying that it's bad, but I'm just saying that to remember the name is quite difficult because, as I say, it's kind of definitely that's not your name, so that's why. Yes, even this Mr. I don't know Mr. or Miss, but favorite, yeah, definitely he or she is also very favorite because always regularly attending the classes. So good to see all this. All right, now let's get back to the solution part. In each of the following exercises, question 6 to 9, find the center and radius of the circles. Find the center and radius of the circles. So that's why. Now here, of course, that's quite simple because here standard equation is given. So all we have to do is not in the proper form. So what we will do is we'll just arrange it in the proper form, because the standard form was what? X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square. So we have this minus, so that's going to be x plus, that means minus 5 whole square plus this, nothing to be done here, y minus 3 whole square, 36 we can write it as 6 square. So now, since this is already prepared for the standard, to be compared with the standard form, if we now compare it with the standard form, what do we have? The center is minus 5, 3, and radius is 6. So that's quite easy for us to identify. Multiple choice questions, this can be important, this kind of questions. Minus 5, 3 and radius 6. Favorite lyrics, songs, of course, do tell me, definitely, your name also one day, because some of us would like to keep that a secret, so you might not wish to tell us, but definitely do tell me. Do let me know. Alright, number 7, x square plus y square. Chivamilla also, I believe she is there. Minus 4x minus 8y. Minus 4x minus 8y minus 45 equal to 0. Alright, now, as I was mentioning, this is a general form. So since we have already learned the general form, it's now easy for us to identify. If we had not come across the general form, then we would have had to convert this in the standard form and then only identify its radius and center. But now since we know its general form, let's take the help of the general form and identify its center as well as the radius. So what was the general form? I'll just write here. That was x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. Alright, let's prepare. So x square plus y square plus 2gx. So this has to be minus 2 plus 2fy. So since it's minus 8, it has to be minus 4 plus minus 45 is equal to 0 because it's plus c. It's almost done. Tumsi also, I believe you are here because you also used to come. Lemsentong also, I guess you are here. I'm just trying to recall all the names. So now again, so comparing this with our standard equation, what will be our center? Do remember, for the general form, the center was given as minus g and minus f. Do remember that, don't make any confusion. So here what happens is, what is the value of g for us? Or the value of g for us is minus 2. What is the value of f for us? Minus 4. And what is the value of c for us? Minus 45. So what will be its center then? Then the center will be minus g. What is g? Minus 2. So it's minus g, minus of minus 2. So that's going to be plus 2. And f, it's minus f. What is the value of f? Minus 4. So minus minus plus. Most of the students, what happens is they end up doing the mistakes here. They just write on the value of directly 2, 4, minus 2, minus 4. They will end up writing that. No. For general form, do remember, you have to identify for g and f. Then its negative value. That will give us a center. Minus of g and minus of f. So minus minus plus 2, minus minus plus 4. Alright. And then to find out the radius, we will use the formula. In that case, what was it? G square plus f square minus c. G square plus f square minus c. Alright, so let's calculate that value. I'll just do it here. So r will be equal to root over of g square. That is, I'll just do it directly. G, where is it? Minus 2 square. Minus 2 square is 4. Plus f square minus 4 square is 16. Minus c value is minus 45. Minus minus plus 45. So this value will be 45. That's going to be 40, 50, 60. Root over of 65. Square root of 65. So radius will be root over of 65. Who else is there in the class today attending? Because some I remember, so I recalled. Some I think they have gone left. Done? No? Is it clear? Fine? Alright, let's proceed. Those who are done, we can get ready with question number. Yes, root over of 65 is the final answer because that's just the radius. Our job is just to get the radius, but that will be enough. Okay, no need to solve for this, just to get the radius. No need to find out the root over, I mean. Do we have to write the value of root over of 65? No, not necessary. Here we do not want the value of root over of 65 to be used in some other values and also. This should be enough. Alright, this should be enough. Alright, get ready with number 8. Yes, as I was requesting Mr. Favorite, Mr. or Miss, I do not know, but I'll just assume Mr. Mr. Favorite, do tell me your name, okay? Otherwise, till I know you, I'll be always calling you Mr. Favorite because I do not know you, so that's how I'll be identifying. Of course, I hope you don't mind calling you Mr. Favorite. Mr. or Miss, I am not sure, but chalega. My name is Rohit Saxena. Okay, that's good to know now. Thank you. X square plus y square minus 8x. X square plus y square minus 8x plus 10y minus 12 plus 10y minus 12 is equal to 0. Plus 10y minus 12 is equal to 0. Okay, Rohit, good to know you. Alright, x square plus y square minus 8x plus 10y minus 12 is equal to 0. So let's convert this in the general form quickly since we've already done one of them. So that's going to be x square plus y square minus plus 2gx, that should be minus 4, plus twice of fy, so 10 plus 10, so that's going to be 25, plus minus 12 is equal to 0. So now since we already have the general form we've already done in the previous question, what is the value of g here? Minus 4, the value of f, 5, the value of c, minus 12. So center I'll write once again because I've seen students do a lot of mistakes with this, minus g, minus f and all, so that's going to be minus g, minus plus 4, and f 5, so minus 5, fine, and radius will be root over of g square, that is 16, I'm writing it directly, g square plus f square, 5 square, 25, minus c, minus plus 12. So how much is that going to be? 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Root over of 53. Root over of 53. Okay? Alright, let's go to the next question, number 9. Question number 9, the equation is 2x square plus 2y square minus x equal to 0. Alright. Now, this is already a general equation of circle. Yeah, good evening, rain. Okay, so we have, very unique names. So, I think this is Tumse, isn't it? Tumse, I guess. Rain. Okay. As I mentioned, if we just need the general form, then fine, no problem. Even if we have coefficients of x square and y square, they should be same, and that will do. But for comparing and then identifying the center and the radius, what we generally prefer is the coefficients of x and y should be 1, because the general equation is x square plus y square. We don't have any other coefficients, arbitrary constants hanging around with x square and y square. Alright, so what we will do is now, see, this is 2x square, 2y square. Forget about this. So what we will do is, I need 1 over here, so I'll divide all the terms by 2. So dividing all the terms by 2. Because remember, what is our general term? Only then we can compare. What was our general term? We can quickly go to your notebook. That is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. X square plus y square. So we have to convert that in that form first for comparing, for comparison. So that's going to be x square plus y square minus x by 2 is equal to 0. 0 by 2 or 0, it's all the same. Now let's convert this. So this is fine, plus twice of gx. So how much should be this? Plus 11 standard, so I believe I can write directly, no harm done, I guess. How much? Minus 1 by 4. Will that be alright? Minus 1 by 4, 2 2s are 4, minus 1 by 2. That's fine. Plus twice of fy. I'm just writing it. Plus twice of fy. There is no y term here. That means, see, 2 cannot be 0. Y is not a 0 because that's the general form. That means f value is 0. Plus c value also we don't have. That means c value is also 0. Alright, converting it in the general form. So now, what is the value of g for us here? Minus 1 by 4. The value of f, 0. The value of c, 0. So now I believe we can have our center. So what can be our center here? So center, okay, good to write again. Minus g minus f. So that is minus g. That's 1 by 4. F, no problem, 0. And radius, g square, that is 1 by 16. F square minus c. So that's 1 by 16. So radius is 1 by 4. Alright, fine then. Now that's the basic questions have already been done now. Alright, thank you that you could learn how to find out the radius and the center with this few problems. So it's good to know that you have learned. So that's the main motive. So now the basics are all done. Shall we go to question number 10 then, the application questions. So up to question number 9, these were all the basics, just to get comfortable with the standard and the general equations. Of course, in NCERT textbook, what the only problem that I have, as most of you know, is lack of questions, the lack of exercises. it doesn't give us much practice. So for any student who wish to practice more and learn more in mathematics, or to just just perfect yourself, please do get textbooks, some textbooks of some reference books. I cannot mention any textbook, okay, because every textbook is good in its own way. Just like every people, every person, we are all good in our own ways. We all have our shortcomings. So just like that, textbooks also, no textbook can be bad. So all the textbooks are generally good. So try to get as many textbooks as possible, and then practice. Practice from there. So from there you are going to learn. This is the 11th standard, sir. So from there you're going to learn. Okay, from there you will be learning. So NCERT, that's the only problem that I have, lack of exercises. Yes, definitely. Instead of NCERT, we can go for R.S. Agarwal. Definitely a very good author. R.S. Agarwal book. That's of course among one of my favorite authors also. R.S. Agarwal. I like I prefer his books. Not that the other books are bad. As I said, no book is bad. No book is good. Every book is good in its own unique ways. So R.S. Agarwal also good. R.D. Sharma textbooks are also there. So of course there are many. You will find many reference books in the market. So just try to get some and practice, because what happens is NCERT textbooks, they provide very less questions for practice. So what happens is most of the time students, what happens is after solving the NCERT questions or the exercises, they are confident that, okay, for example, like circles. So how many questions do we have here? 15. Now, definitely that is not enough. 15 questions in circles, conic sections, absolutely not. I don't think that is going to be enough. But most of the times, what happens is students, yeah, boards are different, but of course we are following the same textbooks, okay? I'm in the 9th standard, but how come my contents are taught by you? Actually, what happens is 9th standard, our boards are different, but we follow the same textbook. That's the CBA. We are in alignment with the CBSE textbooks only. So we also use the NCERT textbook. So that's the reason why most of the contents are same. Almost all, because we use the same textbooks. That's why. Okay, as I was mentioning, most of the students, what happens is after doing 15 problems in circles, they become confident that, okay, circles, जो भी question आएगा आराम से I will be able to solve. But when you go for higher preparation for JEE classes or engineering classes, what happens is they see those questions of different standards, and then they are like shocked. Arya, I thought that I had learned circles. How come? From where are these questions? So that's the basic problem. So those who are interested in mathematics, do get some reference books, as many as possible. R.S. Agarwal is good, R.D. Sharma is good, and as I mentioned, many textbooks are there, many textbooks. These are common textbooks, so many more textbooks are there, and practice if you want to perfect yourself. Alright, shall we go to 10? I think enough of talk. Shall we go to 10? Chalo. At least one question, let's do. Find I hope you have your textbooks, let's carry on. Find the equation of the circle passing through the points 4, 1 and 6, 5. So question number 10, what happens is, I'll just write in short for my reference since you have the textbook. Passing through the points 4, 1, 6, 5. Passing through the points 4, 1 and 6, 5. So the circle that we have, or we should have, is passing through the point 4, 1 and 6, 5, and its center, whatever be its center, lies on the line 4x plus y equal to 16. So that means the circle that we have should be passing through 2 points. Any 2 points, just roughly, randomly I'm just writing. Maybe the circle is passing through 4, 1 and maybe another point 6, 5. So the required circle that we have is passing through 2 points. That means that means, okay, all right, let's get back to the study part. Let's focus here. So that means our circle is passing through the given two given points, which also means that these points will are on the circle. That means our circle, the equation that we get should be satisfying these 2 points. These 2 points should be satisfying the equation of the circle that we derive or that we have, because these points are on the line. They are lying on the circle. Sorry. All right. And it also says that the center lies on this line. That means this is our center, which means that our center also lies on this given line. That means this line actually, I don't know, maybe anywhere. So I'll just draw randomly. That means this line is passing through the center. That is why this center is lying on the line. That means the center that we derive should also satisfy the equation of this equation of this line. All right, got the point? Thank you for your subscription, Mr. Sanjay. Okay, so thank you for your subscription. Do continue to share with everyone so that students can learn from different sources. All right. Okay. Getting back to business. So how do we get the equation of a circle? You can either use the standard form or you can use the general form. I have received doubts from students when they say that, sir, we have the standard form, we have the general form. Which one shall we use? Actually, you use any one of them, you'll get the solution. You'll end up getting the solution. All right. So I might just start with the standard form for this particular question. You can try it with the, you can try it with the what? The general form. You can try it with the general form. You'll still get the solution, okay? Because that we are talking about the same circle only. No, we're talking about the same circle. So let us start with the standard form for this question. Maybe in some other questions we'll do using the general form. So let's say let the required equation of the circle be x minus h square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. Let's use this as our equation 1. Thank you, Sanjay, for your warm compliments. Means a lot. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you for your compliment again. But as I say, let's not compare each other with, ourselves with anybody. That's not good. No, so everybody is good. As I just mentioned, everybody is good and everybody is bad. We all have our shortcomings. We all have our positives. So let's not compare. Definitely, all people are good in their own way. So let's try not to compare. Okay. But anyway, but thank you. Still, thank you. All right. So now, let's start. As I mentioned, since the circle passes through the point, I'll just write here, okay, for 1. For this question, I'll just write. All right, from the next question, we are just going to apply directly. So since the circle passes through the point for 1, x is equal to 4 and y equal to 1. That means this point, x equal to 4 and y equal to 1. X equal to 4 and y equal to 1 will satisfy equation 1. So let's see. That will be x as 4 minus h whole square plus 1 minus k whole square is equal to r square. You can keep it like this or we will simplify. Let's simplify this. Okay, let's do a little bit of simplification. So let's just expand this. So that's 16 minus 8h plus h square plus 1 minus 2k plus k square is equal to r square. Let's arrange this. H square plus k square minus 8h minus 2k, 16 plus 1, 17 equal to r square. If any of you come across some mistakes, please do comment immediately, okay? Because as you all know, I have a very bad habit of making some mistakes every now and then, since we write on the board previous writings, we rub it off, so it becomes very difficult for us to identify. So please do comment, okay? All right, thank you, Sanjay. See you very soon again. Hope to see more of you. Okay, so thank you so much and hope to see more of you. All right, let's get back to business. Some of the students might be thinking again, sir is just talking and talking. All right, no more of talking. Chalo, get back to business. Okay, now chalk every class has to fall. Okay, now again, also the circle passes through, okay, the circle passes through the point. What was the other point? Also the circle passes through the point. Yeah, it's already simplified. So also the circle passes through the point. Another point was 6, 5. 6, 5. So again, so I'm not going to write again. So that means x equal to 6. As I mentioned, no, since if any point is lying, or suppose a circle is passing through a point. Suppose a circle is passing through a point, then always do remember that that particular point, whatever be the point, that particular point will definitely satisfy the equation of that particular circle, or a straight line, or a parabola, or a hyperbola. Alright, because the points are lying on those curves, so definitely they are a part of that curve. Always do remember that, okay? So that means x equal to 6, y equal to 5 will satisfy the equation of the circle. So what was that? X, okay, 6 minus h whole square plus y, that is 5 minus k whole square equal to r square. Again, this one also let's expand. So 36 minus 2, 6 are 12h plus h square plus 25 minus 2 5s are 10k plus k square is equal to r square. So that's going to be h square plus k square minus 12h minus 10k. 36 plus 25, that's going to be 11 plus 61 is equal to r square. I think that's going to be our equation 3. Done? Okay, now if we just compare equation 2 and 3, what do you have here? If we just compare equation 2 and 3, what do we have here? Equation 2 represents radius, equation 3 also represents radius. That means 2 and 3 are both represent r square. So what we can do is compare both of these equations and equate them. That is, from equation 2 and 3, by the way, what are we trying to do here? Everybody was lost solving. Okay. All right, just stop and then see. What are we trying to do here? We need to get the equation of the circle, but to get the equation of the circle, we need the center. That is the coordinates of the center, that is h, k. We also need the radius, r. So we need 3 variables here that are missing, that is h, k, r. H and k, center, r, radius. So we need these 3 quantities. That's what we are trying to do here. We have already used up 2 of the conditions given in the question, that is the circle through which, the points through which the circle passes. We still haven't used the other condition, that is, which states that the center passes through that particular point, that line. Okay, so we will use that. But now, to comparing 2 and 3, let's compare 2 and 3. That's h square plus k square minus 8h minus 2k. 2, is it? Okay. 2k plus 17 is equal to this equation, because both represent r square. Minus 12h minus 10k plus 61. I am going to rub this off now. Alright, now h square k square, minus 8h, you bring that 12 plus 12h minus 2k plus 10k. Okay, 61, I'll just send that minus 17. So that's 4h plus 8k is equal to how much will be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 44. So taking 4 common, you'll have h plus 2k is equal to 11. That's only 1, 2, 3, I think equation 4. See, simplification can be done in many ways. Okay, our primary job is to target is to find h, k, and r. I'm just doing it in my own way to simplify. You can also do it in different ways also, because as long as you find h, k, and r, job is done. So it can be done in many ways. Not that you will just do it this way only. Absolutely not. All right, fine. Okay, so what it states is this is the condition that is done. Also, the center. What was our center? HK, isn't it? Because we started with the standard equation. So standard equation center is always represented as H and K. So also the center lies on the line. That means the center is lying on the line. What? What was that line? Where is it? 4x plus y. 4x plus y is equal to 16. The center is lying on the line. 4x plus y is equal to 16. That means since the center is lying on the line, that means the point that is the center will also satisfy this line. So that means, which implies that the center will satisfy this line, that is h k. So that's 24h plus k is equal to 16. That is equation number 5. Now let's solve equation 4 and 5, which will give us the value of h and k. So let's solve. How do we solve? Let's see. Equation 5 minus 4 times of equation 4 implies equation 5 is 4h plus k minus 4 times of equation 4, 4h plus into minus 4 2s are 8 k, that's equal to 16 minus 4. I hope you understand this, isn't it? The simplification. So 4 into equation 4, that's going to be 4 11 44. So 4 is so minus 7k is equal to how much will be this? 16 minus 44. Find out 16 minus 44. That will be how much? Minus 28. So minus minus cancel. 7 4s, 4 7s are 28. So okay, we have the value of k as 4. So one value, one variable we have already calculated. Fine. Now let's find out, with the help of that, let's find out h. I'll use equation 5. You can use equation 4 also. So putting k is equal to 4 in equation 5. So 4h plus 4 is equal to 16, isn't it? Instead of k, I'll use 4. So that's going to be 4h will be equal to 16 minus 4, 12. So that means h is equal to 3. Alright, so we have the center, h, coordinates of the center as h and k, that is 3 and 4. There's still something missing. What was that? The radius. So how do we find out the radius now? Let's find out the radius. And radius, we can use equation 1. Equation 1. What was the equation 1? I rubbed it off. Okay. I'll just do it quickly. What was the equation 1 for radius? You can put the value of h and k in equation 2. From there you'll get the radius. Can somebody do it quickly and let me know? I rubbed it off without knowing, so sir, can somebody, yeah, this is Ashley, every afterlife. Okay, I'll get back to you definitely. But in the meantime, equation 2. Can somebody substitute the value of h equal to 3 and k equal to 4 in equation 2? From there we'll get the radius. There are other ways also, but we'll just use that. I'll try to get the equation. I rubbed it off. I should have kept it, but anyway, that should have been 4. It was 4 minus h square plus. Somebody, can you please calculate? 1 minus k whole square is equal to r square. So that was 16 minus 8 h plus h square plus 1 minus 2k plus k square equal to r square. So equation 1, can you please confirm? Minus 8h minus 2k plus 17 equal to r square. Was it this equation? Can somebody please confirm, please? So r square will be equal to 3 square plus 4 square minus 8 into 3 minus 2 into 4 plus 17. So 9 plus 16 minus 8 3s are 24, 2 4s are 8 plus 17. So how much will be that? Root over of 10. Okay, whatever be it, it's okay. Don't be surprised with whatever value you get. Okay. So how much is that? So we have r square as 10. So r value will be root over of 10. No problem. R value root over of 10. Let it be. Don't worry about that. Alright, so we have all the variables that we need. Let's go back to equation 1. Frame the equation of a circle. H equal to 3, k equal to 4. Alright, so required equation is x minus h equal to square plus y minus k r square. So x minus, what was the value of h? hk, 3. Y minus 4. Root over of 10 can be solved here because it's going to be r square, root over of 10 square. So that gives us, we have to expand again general form, 6x plus 9 plus y square minus 8y plus 16 is equal to 10. So x square plus y square minus 6x minus 8y. 16 plus 9, 25. 25 minus 10 plus 15 is equal to 0. X square plus y square minus 6x minus 8y plus 15 is equal to 0. Okay, Rongson is also here. Good to see Rongson. Alright, so that's the equation of the circle, which is already in a general form. No term xy, both the coefficients are same, second degree, done. Until, as I said, until unless you do some mistakes with the addition and subtraction. Alright, so alright then, that's it. I think we should wind up here because there are again, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 more big questions. These questions are worth 6 marks for Nagaland Board of School Education. Yeah, these are worth 6 marks. So we'll wind up here. Maybe the next class, maybe tomorrow, no problem. Tomorrow we can just solve this few odd questions that we have, few 5, 6 questions, and maybe some miscellaneous questions also we can solve. Circles. I'll try to find out. So, but for today, I think that should be enough. Most of you also must be tired. I'm also tired. So, alright then. So we'll just wind up here today. And yes, coming back to one of the comments that was like, sir, any comments for the exam on Monday? Monday's exam. Okay, you have a small test, model exam, isn't it? No comments. Okay, but personally, this is a practice exam for you. So I can just tell you one thing, that is, maybe for this exam, you can just try to focus for this exam. Since this is a practice exam, try to focus on the 6 marks and the 4 mark questions. Okay, so try to focus on the 6 marks and 4 mark questions, and try to attempt those questions. That will give you a very good idea on how your preparation is, according to which you can prepare well for your promotion exams, board exams. So try to focus on the 6 marks and 4 marks. uh, try to focus on the 6 marks and 4 marks. All right, but yes, for your board exams, definitely uh, I will be doing a special video for each and every one of you, especially for the board examinees. We will be solving a question paper, a model question paper, just a model question paper. Okay, we will be solving a model question paper, but yes, that class will be at least of 2 hours, I believe, more than 2 hours also. So that day you'll have to bring your tea, tiffin, everything, and keep it ready with you so that you will also be ready to solve. So if you're all willing, then definitely I will be solving a model question for you. Maybe by next week I'll be solving, once all of you, if all of you can come. So definitely I'll be solving a model question paper for you. That will help you to prepare for your promotion examinations. Not that I'll be choosing the important question and giving it to you. That nobody can. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm just, yeah, we will solve a model question paper. I'll try to prepare a model question paper, and then we'll try to solve a model question paper if you are willing. All right. So that should be enough. Yeah, good to see you. Do bring your cup of tea, tiffin, everything, okay, that particular day. Definitely we'll find out a very good day. Maybe another next Saturday we can do that. Alright, so alright then, thank you so much, each and every one of you, for joining. That should be enough for today. I'll see you tomorrow because we have 5 more questions. We will solve that tomorrow. Tomorrow we will solve that question. Alright. Okay, then see you, all of you, each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your cooperation, your interaction. I really enjoyed it. I'll see you again tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's like to each and every one of you. Okay, Lance, Bronson, there are many more. Chubaman, just too many names to remember. So the family is getting bigger slowly. So family is getting bigger day after day. So Bandang Almari, Amlari, okay, Bandang, Rongsen, each and every one of you, thank you so much. Do study well, practice well. I'll see you tomorrow again. Good night.